Hey guys, we're back in Kenshi after the previous episode in which everyone was horribly beaten and or killed, known as Jin. Why'd you have to die on me, man? So right now I'm finishing the bed so that way we can get everybody who's still passed out and bleeding out. Oh yeah, and then that happened. I've got the worst luck. So, more bandits decided to attack me and make things even worse. So I just have everybody run back to town at this point. Because there is nothing I can do to stop these guys. They were just going to run over me. And turns out now, if you're running, people can still hit you. Which made things even worse. When half of my people were limping slowly to the gates because they didn't have legs. Thanks again, Dust Bandits. Again, my fault though, really. And I still have 2 people passed out, but it looks like they're not going to mess with those guys. They're just going to beat up the people who are already bleeding out. So, yeah, they're not very friendly, and this really sucks. We're off to a bad start for this episode. We've already got Dust Bandits attacking us. Another person's up. That's good. And somebody else passed out. Probably because they got their leg chopped off again. Stupid Dust Bandits. So half of our team is in the town safe and sound. The other half is slowly running towards there. Looks like somebody got there really quick, but we've got Jin Mark II and Scalius slowly limping their way over. Don't know if they're gonna really be able to make it. They're moving really slow. Yeah, it wasn't looking good. I went ahead and dragged my other team over to try and kite some of these guys off them because they were still getting hit. You can see right there, he got hit. And so, to try and get him off. Now, once I engaged, luckily, we had gotten close enough to where the other guys engaged. And they obviously just made quick work of him. I mean, within seconds he was down. Unfortunately, Dust Bandit reinforcements came from the other side somehow. I mean, these guys just kept coming. I don't know where from, but they came from my base, they came from the side, they were everywhere. So it looks like I found a nice gathering of Dust Bandits and managed to screw that up for them. So then some other guys came and helped us, and they wore yellow armor. For a second I thought they were bandits too, but when the Empire didn't attack them and they didn't attack me, I realized, oh, it's okay. So then only one person was left down. It was Jin again, except this Jin wasn't dead, so that's always good. Now I have him carried to a bed by someone as soon as they patch him up. At some point, someone should do that, or they're just going to sit here instead of doing what I told them to do. Which happens a lot. Gonna drink some iced coffee now. Yeah, I'll send the guy who's limping over here. That'll always help. Come on, man. So I start looting the armor because, you know, this actually was kind of good because I was able to get some really, really good armor for everyone. And I mean everyone. Because these were 2 separate groups of Dust Bandits that had the big bosses. So with our numbers already dwindling, with the armor we already had, I just looted everybody here and got either body armor or better swords for everyone. And what was left, I sold. So you can see me putting it in the inventory because it wasn't as good as what I already had. So I just started looting all the Dust Bandit bodies. Everybody's back up. Looks like Keeman is still injured, but only his left leg. And really, I don't know how he's walking because his right leg is pretty badly damaged too. So see me running back here, looting everybody now. After the fact, the guard's just standing there watching me loot all the dead bodies because they're like, whatever, we don't need that. Come back over here to the guys I already hit and start looting their bodies too. And then I'll have them all go back to base. So I need to get all these swords. The swords are actually worth money, And yeah, I kept that in that guy's inventory because I want somebody who can fight to use that sword. Those are really good swords, actually. They provide a high defense while still doing a lot of damage per second. And the armor, of course, is armor, so you don't die as quick. So once I got the armor on everybody, I started looting the bodies. The swords can be sold for quite a bit of money, even if they're like rusted like that. So that'll be helpful when I need to buy more people, because we are down one person and we need more people to run our base. Though for right now, I think we just need to focus on getting back to full health and building up our base to the point where we can actually make materials that are worth something. Right now, building materials, you can't really transport those. Those are really heavy. I mean, you saw me transport them at first, but you saw how slowly everyone was walking, right? So it's really hard to do that without taking a exorbitant amount of time. So I'm gonna go and sell these swords at town, see if there's anybody in the taverns, and from there figure out what I want to build and what I want to do now that I've gone through this. Luckily, a lot of my defense values should have gone up from this, and probably some attack values too, because once you take a beating like that, yeah, your defense skill tends to go up a little bit. See here, the defensive skill is now 5 on Grymestone. Not sure what it was at before, but I'm pretty sure that went up. And you'll notice the hat that Jin was wearing actually provided some armor, so I had to switch it out. So now my character looks a lot like Jin, and is even using his sword and his backpack. That's kind of sad. So I'm gonna wait for everyone to get back to town where it's nice and safe and there are no bandits to try and kill us. So far, I've encountered, I haven't seen any bandits. So I just run to the apparel store to sell our stuff. You're gonna have to visit multiple stores in this game when you want to sell things, because it's all based off this kind of block style inventory, in which if their inventory is full, you cannot sell to them. So they also have a limited number of space. You see how much space those blocks took up. They did give us quite a bit of money though, so not complaining much. We do need the money to recruit people, so just keep flipping through everybody in my town. I don't want to sell construction materials because I can use those to build the beds, of course. I can use those to build training dummies to get my attack skill up, so that way I can more efficiently handle the enemy. Even though training dummies do not increase any other skill, the attack skill is still kind of handy to have. For obvious reasons, they'll be able to fight better in terms of taking somebody down and dealing out damage. They won't be able to defend as well. Well, they'll still be able to defend just as fine as they used to, but it won't have increased, is what I'm trying to say. So they're not too incredibly helpful, but they're helpful enough to where it's, if you have somebody who doesn't have much of an attack skill, you put them on the training dummy and eventually they'll have a pretty nice attack skill. So they'll be able to at least hold their own. Maybe not win the battle, but they'll be able to deal some damage before they go down, so the rest of the team can take them out. And right now we need to focus on outnumbering them. As I've quickly realized, even if you have the same number of people, you will be outmatched in skill, so you need to outnumber them and take them down. Old Soldier though, he was boss in that battle. He took everybody out. Of course, his skills are in the 20s. Everybody else is in the 4s, 5s, maybe. So you can see I tried to sell something to a vendor. It said no room for that item, so I had to just sell it to a different vendor. And I'm bringing everybody back to town now. My town, not their town. My outpost, I should say. And from there, reassign everybody to their respective areas, build all the beds, get everybody in a bed who needs to be in a bed. And yeah, sorry if you can hear the storms. It is storming at my house right now, but work must go on. I'll probably speed this portion of the video up, so I will be right back and enjoy some music by Dano at danosongs.com. So you see here, I'm trying to maximize the amount of space I can have in these. The building system's a little funky right now, I guess, because you can see there's clearly nothing there, but it won't let me put something there. Maybe that's just so that the NPCs can actually get in the building and move around it, but I'm not sure, so it's not letting me put anything else down. But at least I got one training dummy in. I'll probably have somebody working on that who doesn't have much fighting skill, so that way they can contribute more to a fight rather than just dying immediately. So I've got everybody building the bed now, because you never know when beds are going to come in handy. They would have really helped. We probably could have saved Jin Mark 1, but oh well. Jin Mark 2 is slowly limping his way over here. He's still got 2 health on one of his legs. I believe it was his right leg. So I'm going to have this guy sleep so his right arm can be healed. And they do work less, I'm pretty sure. It does affect their work. I know it affects their fighting skill. So I'd assume it affects other things too when they're badly injured like that. So I wanted to just get everybody healed up really quick here. You can see Dirt, he's healing a lot quicker now that he's in a bed. Somebody's still injured. Keeman is still injured. Somebody needs to heal him up. Dirt looks fine now. I'm gonna have Keeman sleep and Jin sleep. Keeman does need to be patched up though. I don't know. I just set everybody to be a medic who can be. Apparently Jin can be a medic, but he kind of needs to sleep, so bad. I think Grymestone there was the guy healing people, so he's still, I guess some people were still injured pretty badly from that original fight. I sent Nando back to his regular duty, and everybody else I start to separate into mining and then harvesting the ore and turning it into building materials. So I kind of did a quick run through of the stats to see if their fighting skill was low enough to be helped by that. Jin, you can see he's slowly gaining experience, but yeah, it wasn't enough. So I was going to send Keeman on there now that he's fully healed, see how quick it was. I guess Grymestone healed him up nice and fast. And you can see his fighting skill is increasing quite a bit faster than Jin. So that's why you need to keep leveling up those training dummies, or else they're going to become real ineffective after like 4. And pretty much everybody's at 3 or 4 or 5. So these training dummies are pretty useless right now, but eventually I'll just upgrade them into Mark 2, Mark 3. I don't know how far they go yet because I still haven't gotten to the furthest tech level yet in this update. So who knows, maybe it's there. Somebody was saying to build walls, and I didn't even know you could build walls yet in the comment section. So we'll see if I can maybe build walls at some point. So it's been about 15 minutes, everyone. So I'm gonna call this episode to an end. Okay. Anyway, I'm going to end the episode now. So thanks for watching, everyone. Remember to like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Hey guys, thanks for watching, and remember to like, subscribe, check out some of our other series or the next episode, and I'll see you guys next time.